155K viewers are watching Candace Owens say nothing.
So that people would wake up. And I do think that it catalyzed an awakening here. And these are risks that I also feel missionally have to take.
Turning Point has been keeping a big secret. Did Charlie know about it?
Because there won't be a tomorrow for our children. I sense that dread, and I hate to communicate that to you. I always try to be
Let's talk about the real shit like this. This is the real shit, which is the fakest, dumbest shit of all time, but it doesn't matter. That's what Americans respond to, it seems, in the realm of politics. You're going to hear about this from your coworkers anyway, so you might as well develop talking points against it before they kidnap you near the water cooler and hit you with like the latest and greatest from Candace Owens. Dude, I love this shit. I love this shit. Let the people have fun, bro. None of it matters anymore. People are just not believing. People could look at a situation that happened in broad daylight to themselves and still be like, what is Candace Owens' take on this? Does this somehow tie back to like her own personal gripes and grievances? Who knows? I believe her.
They helped us win our big independence from the big bad Brits. And then what? Yesterday,
Remember, it's the French, because she's beefing with the French government, because she's beefing with Macron, because she falsely suggested the dumbest thing of all time.
And it's actually a riddle that we're all familiar with. What came first, the chicken or the egg? Chicken or the egg? That's what's on my mind. That's what's on my mind really all day. Because yesterday, we were explaining to you guys this sort of random coincidence, maybe not a coincidence, of the FBI seemingly choosing to work in offices that are kind of being run by like French royalty in essence. Why would our FBI do that? Surely they would have been aware that they were choosing to work in buildings that might potentially have some foreign interests. But then you know what? It clicked. The chicken came before the egg. Of course, don't be ridiculous. That's the answer to the riddle. LOL to the American history that's taught to us in the public schools. The French helped to establish the United States. They came over and they helped us win our big independence from the big bad Brits. And then what? They just left us alone. It was just an act of charity. Like, we're good. We want nothing in return. We just want you guys to be free. Does that make sense to you?
Wait, how far does this rabbit hole go? Oh my God, that's awesome.
Turns out, actually, in theory, the FBI
oh my God. Oh my God. French connection. French connection. French connection. Sacre bleu. The French are coming after me. It's because I'm so close. I'm so close to the truth, but also so close to France in proximity. Oh no. That's what it is. Dude, when the internet cut out, she said something very funny. We got to run it back. Hold on.
Turning in return, we just want you guys to be free. Does that make sense to you? Come on. Turns out, actually, and you may have known this, maybe I'm just American ignorant, but our FBI was founded by the French. In theory, the FBI really is in France's building over in Wilmington, if you think about it, for a long time. And I have been thinking about this for a long time. So welcome back to Canada.
What? Fog. Francophone occupied government. Oh my God. Truth nuke. She's the new Alex Jones. Yeah. A lot of people thought it was a Federal Bureau of Investigation, but it was actually French Bureau of Investigation. Wait until she finds out that the Statue of Liberty is a French robot spy. Oh my God. Oh, you just gave Candace Owens her next 200,000 live concurrent viewer YouTube video. The Statue of Liberty. Let's talk about it. I'll say it. And guess what? They can't sue me because it's not a real person. It's a statue. We're learning about how the French government has literally had America in a chokehold since 1776. And some of you are not locking in, okay? I need you to lock in. Are you supposed to read any of these comments, dude? Very carefully.
I actually want to begin this episode with a comment from yesterday's episode because, you know, we ran that poll wondering whether or not the public agreed with me about my lawsuit, me being filed by Brigitte Macron, me being sued by Brigitte and Emmanuel Macron, and whether or not it was just one big federal setup meant to bankrupt me.
This is literally where she's coming from, by the way. This is the reason why she's doing this. She's doing the whole like French connection shit because she's getting sued by Brigitte Macron, Emmanuel Macron's wife, because she said falsely that Emmanuel Macron's wife is trans. That's the reason why she keeps bringing up France, bro.
And here is an answer that we got in the comment section. Look at this. I believe that the purpose of Macron's lawsuit was that it was supposed to go nowhere because Candace was supposed to have been a...
Dude, what the fuck is... This is so sick. Dude, this is just like a random YouTube comment, man. Like, what do you do? You're doing commentary off of random YouTube comments? Is this what she means when she says, like, I have sources? The sources are just like random person on YouTube in her audience that responded to her or some shit. When she goes, oh, I got verified sources that confirm my suspicions, it turns out her verified sources are just random fucking people in her comment section on YouTube.
Where to begin? How about we should talk about the founding of America? Because, man, those Catholic priests that I was telling you about, they were unbelievably correct. I told you guys a long time ago how when I was considering whether or not I should be Orthodox or Catholic, but I knew that I was sort of done with Protestantism, I had been taking instruction from these priests in Europe and in the UK. And one of the fathers is a real bookworm, right? Kind of this cantankerous Englishman, no time for the American education system whatsoever. And he said to me quite famously, you Americans know nothing of your own history. Your country was founded by Freemasons. And that just kind of permanently now echoes in my ear because boy, was he right. A war that had been sort of waging across Europe for centuries had then spilled into America. It was largely a spiritual war. It was really a theological war. That's what I'm starting to realize. That's why America never really had an appetite for Orthodox or Catholicism, because the Catholics and the Orthodox have...
I think it's pretty crazy how mentally ill we must have become if there is like a not insignificant number of people that are like demanding, nay, craving this kind of conspiracy theory. We are so goddamn cooked, bro. It's so over. It's so jover. I need the insane right-wing on women to say crazy shit about my French last name. Please let this stick. I wish people were intelligent enough to treat her like a content creator, not a serious political commentator. She's farming views for her lawsuit and people are consuming it like it's real news. Do you think she believes any of it? I don't know. I don't think it matters. I think what matters is this is what the Amerifats crave, okay? Amerifats want this. Amerifats want this, and Amerifats want like Ethan Klein versus Casey Tron settlement court proceedings narrated by Asmongold going, yeah, based. It's true. Like at a certain point, you got to realize like Amerifats need this shit. This is what they want. If you're a real ball knower, you got to recognize that. I think it's not just the hogs. It's even like the so-called critical thinkers of the internet, the Redditors of the internet. They also want a different version of the same kind of treat. There's just no world where we arrive at any sort of consensus truth any longer. Some people bludgeon their brains with drama slop nonsense. Others go into the conspiracy side. Others go to tried and true techniques of blaming, minority populations. That's it. Yes, there is. Pump education and regulate. Yeah, that's not happening. That's not happening at all. It's never going to happen. You need like serious governance to implement systemic change like that. And not only do you need some sincere governing, it still will take time. It's going to take a long ass time to get there too. And that shit's not happening with Donald Trump in office. Candace is Alex Jones for the Joe Rogan audience's wives. I mean, I think not just for the Joe Rogan audience's wives, but for the Joe Rogan audience in general. I think the truth could hit someone directly in the fucking face, and these guys would still look for a grand conspiratorial narrative. Like, even if it immediately impacted them, even if they personally experienced it, they would want a fucking conspiratorial narrative